Hello friends, how are you? This is Dr. Srinagi, Ayurveda medicine doctor and also East Yoga teacher. So today in this video, we are going to talk about whether groundnuts are helpful in losing weight or groundnuts helps in gaining weight. What are the benefits of groundnuts? Which body type person should eat groundnuts? And what is the best way of eating groundnuts? Many times these kind of questions keep revolving in our mind. Sometimes we try also eating groundnuts and sometimes throat infection happens, sometimes chest infection happens. Sometimes we feel like we are allergic to groundnut. So let's see what is the right way of eating it and who should eat groundnuts. So let's understand whether groundnuts are used for losing weight or groundnuts are used for gaining weight. Actually, in Ayurveda, groundnuts can be used in both ways. It can be used for gaining weight also, and it can be used for losing weight also. So let's understand how it can be done.
If you say what are the qualities of groundnut, groundnuts are slightly heavy in nature. But because groundnuts are oily, it helps in balancing the Vata dosha. But if you use roasted groundnuts are helpful in balancing the Kapha dosha. According to Ayurveda, if you are eating boiled groundnuts or roasted groundnuts, they can work as a very good substitute for various kind of snacks. And this way, if you use groundnuts, they will be helpful to lose weight, because if you don't eat groundnuts, you will take other fried snacks that are available in the market. So instead of those fried snacks, if you take boiled groundnuts or roasted groundnuts, just handful of groundnuts, they will be helpful in losing weight. Those who wants to gain weight, groundnuts are also very beneficial to gain weight, to increase the muscle mass, because it is very good source of proteins too. It has very high nutritive value and rich source of fats. If you are using groundnuts in various kind of desserts, it will be responsible for gaining weight. If groundnuts is being eaten with jaggery or any palm sugar or shakkar, that is brown colored jaggery powder, if you are using groundnuts with these, it will be responsible for gaining weight. But if you are eating roasted or boiled groundnuts with salt, it will help in weight reduction. How? Like many people are taking afternoon meals, but if you want to lose weight, you are taking only 2 times meal. But in afternoon, if you get hungry, then you should take boiled groundnuts with little bit of salt intake in it. And this way, because you are not taking high calorie diet, you are taking little bit of groundnuts, your stomach will also get satisfied and you also will not feel hunger. At the same time, it will not increase your weight, because this is boiled and it contains salt in it, or it is roasted, that means it is more of a dry qualities and it contains salt in it. So it is very beneficial in that way. But if you want to gain weight, then either take these groundnuts with the jaggery, that is anything sweet, or shakkar, these kind of 2 things, or these mostly taken with these 2 things. That in this way, if you are eating, it will be responsible for gaining weight. Also, if you combine it with banana, jaggery and groundnuts, this combination, if you are eating as a snack in afternoon or something, it is very much responsible for gaining weight. So if you want to gain weight, then don't eat groundnuts with jaggery and banana or any sweet dish. If you want to lose weight, then you can use boiled groundnuts seasoned with salt instead of afternoon meals. So it will satiate your hunger and also will help in losing weight. So in Ayurveda, just for enhancing your ojas, what is the best way to eat? To enhance your ojas, if you want to take groundnut, the best way to eat is you soak them overnight, and then so that the heat of groundnut will go into the water, and just eat the groundnut part. And all those people who want to gain weight, they can also use these soaked groundnuts after removing the red peel. Use these soaked groundnut seeds I am talking about, not the groundnut shell. So groundnut seeds, remove the red part and then mix it with banana, little bit of jaggery, and this combination will also help you to gain weight. Or just groundnuts with jaggery if you are eating, that is also responsible for gaining weight. So whenever you want to gain weight, always combine groundnuts with jaggery or shakkar or anything sweet. But if you want to lose weight, then boil groundnuts, use and take some salt and pepper into it, and this way if you are eating, it will not enhance the weight. But don't eat in an excess, eat in limited quantities. If you want to gain weight, you take like one big fist of groundnuts if you want to gain weight. Now the question comes, all those people who have very high heat in the system, that is pitta body type, how they should eat groundnuts. Ideally it's been recommended for pitta people, they should avoid groundnuts, because groundnuts in some cases enhances the heat in the system. If you don't eat them without soaking. So best way for pitta people to eat groundnuts is soak them, remove the heat element from groundnuts and then consume groundnuts. This way if you are eating, it will not enhance the heat in your system. So that's all about groundnuts, whether they are gaining weight or losing weight. I hope this confusion might be clear a little bit. That's all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you're watching me for the first time, there is a bell icon, there is a subscription button. Please click the bell icon, hit the subscription button so that you stay in tune with our upcoming videos. Also, if you would like to support us, there is a join button near subscription button. Please click this join button and you can support us. Those of you who want Ayurveda consultations, please write to me on this given email ID and I will let you know how we can schedule it. If you have any questions, please write down in the comment section. I will try to answer your questions in the best possible way. So with this note, I would like to say stay healthy, stay blessed, take care. Bye.